Welcome to the first round, and I accidentally clicked keep. Don't worry about it, no way in hell would he kept his hand. But if you accidentally click it, you keep it. I mean, that's the way these things go, right? We're lucky enough to hit our land though. I don't know if I would run the Bitter Blossom usually here into a 4 spike, but I mean, it's so unlikely my opponent has 4 spike. I mean, it's not because the leads went 9 that he has 4 spike. So we might as well just do this and then put up some pressure with Bitter Blossom. Like, the earlier you play this, the better this card becomes. Let's always heal to this. We can remove the trigger, although we do not have any life gain. Let's pass the turn here. I mean, we don't actually have anything else to do. I mean, Fairy Rogue tokens are pretty good. Let's see what he does end of turn. He has a play. Impulse. Nothing. Guy could be Channel with Emrakul and so on. Like, we could have had that. We could have had Channel and the 3 Eldrazi's. Imagine Channel Emrakul. It's GG. There's no way you can win from Channel Emrakul in turn 2 or 3. I think for a control deck it's pretty... Whoa, no lands. I guess my opponent kept a worse hand than me. What the hell did he discard? Blightsteel Colossus. So he is a Channel Reanimator or Show and Tell. He doesn't have a Rika because I have that. Oh, no blockers. Let's see how fast this actually kills on its own. I don't know how fast it is. Impulse? Still no impulse. Still no land apparently. So he has to have Channel then, right? Like, if he kept his hand, he has to have Channel. There's no way he doesn't have that. Like, why would you keep this kind of hand if you have no 1 or 2 drop? Oh, there's a Flood Strand. He had that previous turn in, or just drew it. And he discarded Blightsteel Colossus. Like, if he has Channel Blightsteel Colossus, then he would have done that as well. Islands. Show and Tell. Oh, Warm Power Stone. So he also basically said, hey, you can keep that. Sucks that I actually haven't drawn anything outside of lands now, but I mean, it's okay, it happens. We have Murderous Cut just in case he plays something really big. Like, dungeon guys will immediately Murderous Cut, I think. Acidic Slime on the Bitter Blossom. He still lags a second green. And Flood Strand is just a replacement effect for blue, apparently. Watch me draw Ancestral Recall, by the way. That's gotta be the correct punishment for me. I don't think it would be that horrendous for me to draw Ancestral Recall. It's obviously bad, but I mean, it's deserved punishment, that's what I mean. Glen Elendra, Shuttless Agent. Got it. Let's see what he cascades into. Dimir Signet, not a bad one. Okay. So he has 2 mana now, including a black one. Oh, he actually has 3 mana, because he still has the mana floating for the Power Stone. Now he doesn't have. Okay. Una Sprawler. It's an okay card. I mean, we can discard the forest and then Murderous Cut something. Not gonna happen. Fairies all the way. All of these attack, please. Thank you. Block. Take him down to 13. Like, we put him on a really fast clock here. Even if he has Channel, it's no longer gonna work out. And then next turn we can cast like Mirabella Sphere or Avenger. If we want to, like, maybe we just don't want to. We have 7 damage in the air. Yeah, this is how good Bitter Blossom is, right? Like, the amount of pressure it puts on you is pretty big. 3, 4. Deseret? Deseret, no Jace. And do we kill Jace? Probably. Okay. So it's basically gain 2 life, draw a card. I think that's good enough for 3 mana. He's gonna attack me. He is. Not gonna block, like, I win this race. I win this race pretty hard. So begin combat. Attack chase, attack chase, attack done, and attack done. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe he has like repeal on one of the fairy tokens. That's certainly possible. Like, do I want Plow Under against this guy? I don't know. Could also seem to be somewhat of a control deck. Discards Phantasmal Image, sure. The fact that he didn't cast Phantasmal Image on Una seems weird. I'm gonna run the Battlesphere, but I'm not a big fan of it. But I think it's better than running the Avenger, because I can next turn run the Avenger plus make a land drop. Yeah, Remat is fine. I knew he had a counter, but I mean, as long as it wasn't Memory Lapse, I'm fine making that play. And here he is gonna take 8 damage next turn. Plus we still have Murderous God and so on. We have Avenger plus, you know, a land. Yes, he has a bunch of cards in hand, but what is he gonna do? Mox Diamond apparently. Into what? 8 mana. Woodfall Primus? You still lose to the Flyers, right? 3, 4, 5. No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woodfall Primus. He tapped this for green, so it has to be something like that. No, it's Expel? Palinchron, okay. He still loses to the fairies, I think. Like 5 blocks 1. Still loses, but we first Murderous got this right. Especially now. Finally goes for Bitter Blossom. So this guy stole my Acidic Slime? What an asshole. No blockers, no need to. So, Troll Aesthetic, yeah. So we'll Murderous cut this. What you gonna do? We'll attack with everything, I think. Like, there's no way he deals me another 7. Unless he has... Yeah, then it doesn't matter. I was like, if he has Crater of Behemoth, but if he have Crater of Behemoth, I lose anyway. At least now I have a blocker. So, what's the worst card he could have? Upheaval, right? Upheaval would win in the game, I think. Because you can Upheaval, play a bunch of land, Mana Acceleration into Shardless or something. Then Acidic Slime the land I play, yeah. Upheaval wins him the game. Or creative behemoth, like. Time Spiral is okay. I don't mind drawing extra cards here. And him being lower on mana. He does have a full hand again, but I mean, he doesn't even have the mana for appeal. Ah, no, he hasn't played the land yet, so. He could have the mana for appeal, but then he has no mana floating. In that case, with Pentat Prism, I think I win the game. Yeah, okay, 1-0 up. Plow Under doesn't seem that great, but Stunted Growth definitely looks fine. I have no clue what he's accelerating into though. Stunted Growth. Over what? Over Terrastalan? Massacre Worm? Stunted Growth over Massacre Worm? Stunted Growth. How good is Stunted Growth? Doesn't seem to be releasing his mana that fast, his hand that fast, so. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check out the second game and see what comes of that. And then maybe bring the Stunted Growth or the Plow Under, depending on what he has. Like, I have no clue what this guy is playing. We didn't saw that many cards. We saw Palinchron for some odd reason. Acidic Slime. I have no clue what this guy's deck is trying to do. It doesn't seem to be in a certain theme. Like most decks, like mine, you know, you have a certain theme. Like I had creatures, and then, you know, normally I have reanimation effects and so on and so on. But this guy, I don't know. Can't have Ancestral Recall. Time Spiral was in his deck. Why do you play Time Spiral and Palinchron? Oh, he has Heartbeat of Spring, obviously. He generates infinite mana with Palinchron and Heartbeat of Spring. And then does something ridiculous. I don't know what he does with all that mana in those colors. It has to be something. But that's it. That's why he plays those cards. Because he has Heartbeat of Spring in his deck. Then Upheaval. So he has that Upheaval, like in blue green, a Genesis Wave. You pump it all in Genesis Wave. It's okay. Ancestral definitely isn't a great card, but I mean we can survival for anything. Plus there's Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize allows me to gain a bunch of information about this guy's deck. Breeding Pool turn 1. Get it into play tapped. Definitely gonna Thoughtseize, given that we're pretty slow here. Let's see what he has. Mana Vault, Kiora's Follower, and Jace Beleren. If we take Kiora, he plays Jace, draws a card, but we're ahead on the curve, so he plays Jace after we cast Troll Acidic. He can also Mana Vault, then play Jace by tapping Mana Vault, which seems pretty weak. Kiora's Follower does also accelerate him, so. Oh, he's on play, whoa. So he's always ahead with the Jace. In which case I think taking a Mana Vault is better. Nah, let's take the Follower. He's gonna draw extra cards from the Jace, like 2 in total. Not much I can do about it. I have played a land, yeah, okay. The fact that we have survival is pretty good, because as soon as we draw... Do we have a 1-drop creature? Yeah, we do. Mana Vault, huh? So he does go for the Mana Vault here. And then he still has Jace. He has Jace, Forest, and Wet. Really? Not a bad draw, but... I don't know if that's actually something you want to do immediately there. So we can discard Battle Sphere to get what exactly? Something to kill Jace with, I think. You can only do this on your upkeep, right? Yeah. So you can choose to untap this and then not use Jace, but I think he's not gonna. Like, it's way more important to have Jace in play in draw card, I think. And then we play Troll, which will put pressure on the Jace. Dimmer Signet first. Not bad draws, like Worm Power Stone into Dimmer Signet, but again, like, you're not doing anything with all the mana. So now he has like 2 lands and a Jace in hand. Because he drew these 2. Plus he's gonna draw 2 cards from this, okay? There's not much I can do about that. And an island, yay. So there's Una's Prowler. I still think Troll is better. Sure, it doesn't play around. All that mana acceleration. This doesn't play around Force Spike, but like, what were the odds that he had Force Spike, right? I think he shouldn't have this, by the way. I don't know why you wouldn't untap this at this point. Cause, yeah. Tap like this forest, depending on his deck. Like, it's very unlikely you'll draw something that you want to use mana for, and you want to use the mana in the future. Yep. So kill Jace. I have no clue what I want to discard the Battlesphere for. Wall of Blossoms. Let's first attack the Jace. Attack Jace Balern. Cast Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. I think we just play Prowler. It is a secondary discard effect, which I don't really want. But I mean, it does put pressure on our opponent. He has nothing at this point. We obviously don't have mana, so maybe we discard it to get Rofellas. Discard Massacre Worm to get Rofellas. That would have been fine, actually, over the Wall Blossom Una's Prowler. Because it would generate... Nah, then I had to discard the Battlesphere, which I want to cast with it. Like, I didn't have Massacre Worm at that point. My opponent is way ahead of mana here. And on cards, actually. Like, I'm applying pressure, but he definitely still has decent cards. Decent amount of cards. He has 11 mana. That's pretty huge. And he's gonna use it for something. Palinchron. Draw 4 cards. 12/12. I don't really have Necrotal or something, right? No, I do not. Sacrifice 4 permanents. Okay. So let's see what we can muster up, right? We don't have Necrotal. Do have Rofellas. Their son does not work. Wolfir does work, but I think we cast Rofellas, discard this, get Wolfir. Then hope that wins the game. He did also draw 4 cards from Kozilek, so that's pretty huge for him. I think we have to get Rofellas here. Play Rofellas. Swinging with the Una. We don't really want to sacrifice Una. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's what he had. Sister Visions. I was like, what the hell? But I understand it now. So I think attacking this guy's hand is pretty huge. So on the play, I definitely want in the one card that puts 3 cards from his hand on top of his library. Although I'm not 100% sure about that. What's this? Glen Elendra. That's fine. Although, how fine is that? So 1, 2, 3, 4 sacrificed. But then if we sacrifice this, we can't do this. So we want to do this now. For what exactly? Like, we can get there a stud on, but that doesn't really help us. We can get Avenger, but that doesn't really help us. Neither does Sundering Titan. Like, I think we need Wolf here. Then allow him to attack. We sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4. Block. 1. Oh, cancel. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe shouldn't have sacrificed the swamp, but the thing is, with not sacrificing a swamp, we would be able to get Recurring Nightmare going. Windswept Heat sacrificed. I think he's... Oh, he can always get a Forest Word, but normally he gets a Breeding Pool. Got it. Acidic Slime. Acidic Slime would be GG, right? Unless I draw a Forest. Or a Swamp. Like, both will do. Sylvan Caryatid. Pretty bad card here. Now we still lose. Yes. So we sacrifice these for attack with boats. Now we always lose this. There's no way to win this. Like, I was thinking about winning it, but there's no way. So definitely one Instunted Growth against this guy. Probably not Massacre Worm. Doesn't seem that great. These two blowing up his things seems pretty strong. Though Sundering Titan may be a bit less. And we'll keep this. Or we'll go again. Yeah, his opening was pretty nice there. Like, even after I Thoughtsseized him, he basically drew decent. Like, maybe I should attack Jace. Just say, hey, your hand does nothing, whatever. And then he has to draw those cards naturally. Maybe taking Jace was better. Yeah, probably. Like, drawing 2 cards and do nothing hand seems good. Like, he probably kept that hand based on the Jace. So just take the Jace, he draws less cards. Probably the wrong Thoughtseize pick then. Yeah, I think so. I think I should have picked Jace there with the Thoughtseize. We can also Thoughtseize a bit later now, I think. Given that we know what his deck is, but he probably has Channel. So I still think we want to Thoughtseize early enough. Definitely want to mulligan this. Given that we have Recurring Nightmare, I want to keep this, but it's not that great. Because we lack a creature. If my opponent goes Forest Channel, like, there's no way I would beat that anyway, but it's pretty sick format, right, where you have to be scared of Forest. But he's very likely to have that, like, he already has Kozilek, so if he fetches, he has Ancestral Visions. Exile. Mug's Diamonds. That's a good opening. That's a pretty nice opening. Doesn't do anything with it. That's a pretty bad draw. This is also one of the downsides of this deck. Like, I've been drawing lands so often, it's pretty bizarre. Fetch end of turn, get Breeding Pool, Turn 2 Jace, GG. Hallowed Fountain. What does he play white for? Don't be a Jace. Oh, Dimmer Signet. Good. Although, good has different sides here. I think we will Thoughtseize. Like, he hasn't been doing anything here. He's building up to something. Might as well take that something away now. Don't tell me he has Mana Leak. He has Mana Leak, really? I think that's the only counter there that stops me. There's no way I don't play Thoughtseize there or run to Thoughtseize. Like, I don't want him to untap with 5 mana and then do whatever he wants. I want to force him to do something. Bitter Blossom is a good one, because it allows us to cast Wolfear next turn, then just on the token, wham. And if he counters that, then Recurrent Nightmare will keep bringing it back. So this is gonna apply way more pressure than I think it is. And his deck doesn't really do anything. Always yield. Mirror Battlesphere is an okay card. Remand, sure. So yeah, he's definitely just building up slowly into nothingness, to be honest. If I draw survival... Nah, I need a land and survival. Never mind. Land, 2 mana, 3 mana, Jace. I guess that's fine. We can kill it immediately. And even if he counters the Wolfear, we can still attack it down to 1. And then he's forced to let me draw a card as well, sometimes. Mana Vaults. That's worse, like 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah man, Maze of It, really? So it's down to 2 cards. We can Una and get rid of Battlesphere, play Battlesphere. Or we can just play Wolfear. He knows about the Wolfear. Yes. Creature Soulbound. Swinging. Just to his face, to be honest. I mean, he's gonna untap it anyway, but with the Maze of It, that's fine. Not much I can do about that. And then next turn we have 14 damage going to his face. Seems pretty huge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So still not the end all, to be honest. Like, Maze of It is gonna keep this untapped. Is gonna keep this annoyed. He's lacking double green here. Like, what did his sideboard into? If he doesn't seem to be playing green anymore. So attack with everything. Play Una. Discard Battlesphere. Sacrifice the Fair Rogue token. Get Battlesphere into play. GG. Spells Guide, that's fine. Can Black Wolfear for a turn. The only... Oh, Phantasmal Image on Wolfear. That's fine. Like, he can then kill Wolfear, which I don't really care about. If that's his best play, it's pretty shitty. Like, I can just bring back Wolfir with the Recurrent Nightmare anyway. It really doesn't matter. Warm Power Stone. Down to 1 card. So I think we kill Jace here. Given that my opponent only has a single card. So go to attack. Yeah, we kill Jace. And this attacks him. He's very likely gonna mace this. Or maybe he's gonna trade this. I don't really care. He's gonna trade there. That's fine. Like, his spell guide is then gonna become worse. Yeah, Jace still dies though. And then we'll... I think getting Battlesphere in is better than having Wolfir. Yeah, sure. It's very unlikely to have a counter here, right? Like, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but even if it does, we still have a decent clock. Get Battlesphere into play. Oh, if only you had Phantasmal Image. Like, even a mass removal now is still gonna be not that great. Uh-huh. What exactly are you trying to do here? What the hell did he think was gonna happen there when he chose to do that? That made no sense. Still, I don't tap, yeah. I think most cards he draws are gonna be trash anyway. Keeping Recurrent Nightmare in play does have some value, in case the guy has Time Spiral. Tolerant, okay. So he Maze of its Battlesphere, but still takes 4 from it. We obviously Recurrent Nightmare Wolfir into play. Unlike a fairy. And then I still think we play Recurrent Nightmare. I know it opens me up for enchantment removal, but I mean, if he had it, he would have used it on Bitter Blossom already. This is just all going to his face. Yes, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wham! 4 to the face. I guess he blocks this, or he Maze of It's this, but then he still takes 9. So he can Maze of It this, block this. And then he takes 4. This plays around Time Spiral, which is the only reason why I do this. So he has to drop Upheaval, right? I think Upheaval is the win condition here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. He has something. Kozilek, draw 4 cards. Okay. Not much I can do about that. We can discard this, get back Battlesphere. Oh, we can always get back Battlesphere. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, even if he blocks one of those, he's still gonna take a bunch of damage. Like, I still think he loses here. Untap. Wait. Untap, take 4 already. 7. Oh, we can discard cards to Una. Got it. Like we should have decent amount of blockers for this with a Recurrent Nightmare. The only downside, of course, is if this guy Tomb can Tomb for Massacre Worm. Did we sideboard out Massacre Worm? We can Entomb for Sundering Titan, which doesn't do anything. We can Entomb for Terrastodon, get a Maze of it, but then he gets another 3/3 token. So that doesn't work. We don't really have anything to shrink this, so. So let's attack with these. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Falls down to 7. The thing is, if we Entomb, we can Recurrent Nightmare one time less, which is a downer. Okay. And then block, I think. So that's gonna be 8 damage on that thing. Still takes 4 here, down to 3. I have no clue what I can Entomb for. Troll is pretty trash. Think we get like this, and sacrifice this. Okay. Yes on this. Then play Recurrent Nightmare. Think we Entomb now. Like, there's no downside to doing this. We could have Entombed before, but Avenger is also pretty nice. Like, Terrastodon attack a bunch of his things seems pretty bad. Sundering Titan, we can attack these two. That's about it, right? Avenger does seem viable, but you just don't have the lands for it. And a Mirror Baluster is lethal no matter what. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. We can bring it down to 6 mana with Terrastodon, but then he has like a bunch of creatures. Yeah, maybe Terrastodon. So 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3. Then he's stuck with 5 mana. Yeah, definitely that one. Like sacrifice a mirror. One, 2, 3. Definitely. And then let's play the Pilgrim. There's no downside to doing that. Even if he had elephants, like I really don't care about those. And we can even kill this now by double blocking. So if he attacks, we just kill Kozilek. Oh, we can untap it, of course. Does he finally have like mass removal here, or what he needed this for? Time Spiral. Oh, there goes Recurring Nightmare. But we do get Murder Scott. And Vanish Shaman. He forgot to untap lands. Whoa. Whoopsie daisy. Oh no, there it is. So that's pretty brutal that he drew the land for the Time Spiral, but there's not much I can do about that. Oh, he probably had it because of the Kozilek, like he didn't just draw it, he had it drew it with the Kozilek. Phantasmal image again. He's at 2 though, like if I don't sacrifice any flyer he just loses. What on earth did he just do? He can't even... Oh my. This guy is messing up so bad. Yeah, you should have gone for like a fairy. Anyway, we go 1-0 up and I'll see you guys for round 2.